Hello and happy Thursday, DCS. This is your daily dose of science with Miss Diaz. And before I continue, I just really want to emphasize that none of this is graded or mandatory, but this is just to keep you guys occupied and having fun with science while school is still shut down. You will not get behind in class, and you do not have to make any of this up when school resumes. So only do this if you want to. Announcements for today is don't forget that this Sunday, the 22nd, is World Water Day. So check out the link on the agenda to figure out ways that you and your family can celebrate World Water Day. A big shout out to Mr. Andres Mauricio in my ninth period class because today is a very special day for him because it is his birthday. So happy birthday. I just want to make sure that no DCS student misses out on their DCS birthday shout out. So when you come back to school, please remind me and you'll get your candy, a pencil, and your birthday sticker. And of course, I will make sure to have the class sing for you. All right, so blog topic approvals and articles are due tomorrow if this is your deadline. So this is the only thing that, as much as I can help it, but obviously if you don't have access to a computer, this is an exception. But if you do, please make sure and turn in your blog topic approvals and articles to me by tomorrow. All right, and my last announcement is that tomorrow we're actually going to be having a very special guest on our daily dose of science. So be sure and tune in so you could meet this very special guest. All right, so I got the lyrics from Mrs. Prescott, and I'm going to attempt to do this. So Andres, this is for you. Okay. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Let's celebrate with a garnet to the gold, with a smile on your face for the human race, and a party, arty, all over the place. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Alright, so I'm sorry if I completely butcher that song. It sounds a lot better when you do it as a group, don't we, DCS? All right, and the next thing, and again, you could find more information about this on the agenda that I send out. But if you want to have your work featured in the DCS 2019-2020 yearbook, Miss Rodick has a little assignment for you guys. So what she wants you to do is to either send a picture of something that you did, school related or not, create a meme about this time, create a poem or song lyrics about this time, or make a drawing about what's going on right now. That's actually 4. I don't know why I held up 5 fingers. So you have 4 options, okay? So if you want to do one of these 4, make sure that you send them to Ms. Rodick by email, and she can go ahead and include your entry into the yearbook. All right, so let's get on with things. Tornado versus hurricane. So a big shout out to Chloe Harrington and Caitlin Hellman, who both think that tornadoes are far worse than hurricanes. And Miss Naomi Shee, so she now knows that tornadoes are hard to predict. However, she thinks that hurricanes are worse because they destroy so much and can cause floods with very high winds. Even though tornadoes happen more often, compared to hurricanes, they damage less. And in terms of the world's water, we have a shout out to Miss Tatum Kusi-Panerian, who listed all the different ways that her family uses water on a daily basis, and she estimates that her family uses about 11 gallons of water per day. I wonders. So, Tatum also wonders, can animals get COVID-19? So, according to the CDC, there is no evidence that companion animals, meaning pets, can get and spread the virus. Miss Isabella Posada, she wants to know, why can ocean waves get so big? And big waves travel long distances all over the world, so they can actually travel across the expanse of an entire ocean. And they get so big when the wind blows so extremely fast and over a long period of time that the area over which the wind is blowing has extremely large waves. And we have a couple more I wonders. We have by Manpreet, what do meteorologists use to detect what level a tornado is? So, according to sciencing.com, it's actually really difficult to measure tornadoes accurately. So, a ranking scale refers to how destructive a tornado is versus how strong it actually is. So, meteorologists use something called an EF scale to classify tornadoes based on their damage to structures, such as like trees and hospitals and houses. The EF scale ranges from 0 to 5, with 5 being the most destructive. And last but not least, we have once again Miss Naomi Shi, who wants to know what the longest hurricane is, and or what the longest hurricane was, and what do I personally think is more damaging. So the answer to her first question is that Hurricane Irma was actually the longest lasting hurricane ever recorded in history. And my opinion is that I think tornadoes are worse and more damaging than hurricanes purely because it was a tornado that sent Dorothy to the Wizard of Oz, Land of Oz. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it makes me feel really old. Okay, moving on. D9 Benny's weather report. So I have yet to receive his weather report today, but as far as his essential question of what is weather, so you should all know this because we did learn it in class, but weather is basically described by 3 main variables. One of them is the movement of air, which is wind, the amount of moisture in the air, which are things like precipitation and humidity, and last but not least is the amount of heat in the air, which is measured by temperature. His question of the week was, what are earthquakes? And the answer is, an earthquake is when 2 parts of the earth suddenly slip past one another. The surface where they slip is called a fault. And some of you may have heard of the San Andreas Fault, and this is actually one of the world's biggest fault lines, and it runs straight through most of California. Alright, so hopefully I will be getting a weather report from him, but if not, be sure to tune in tomorrow for hopefully what will be his next one. Alright, moving right on along here. Our science activity for today is another module with an activity, and it is about where does the water from your faucet come from. So some of you might know this, some of you might not, and even if you do know it, you may not know the whole story, so be sure to check this out and do the activity. And for your to-do, if you would like, I want you to write me with finishing the sentence that starts with, the water from our faucet comes from, and go ahead and watch the video and let me know what you learned. And in conclusion, so don't forget that, well, obviously you're watching it so you know that these agendas are on YouTube for people who would rather listen rather than read. And be kind and take advantage of this time with your family. Most of all, when life gives you lemons, watch this amazing Rube Goldberg video that actually makes lemonade. So the link is again on the attached agenda. This link is courtesy of Mrs. Prescott, who shared it with me this morning, and I guarantee it is very entertaining and amazing, so watch it with your whole family. If you actually want to embark on a Rube Goldberg challenge yourself, the Rube Goldberg Society is actually posting a family challenge. I put it on the next slide, so if you want for more information and would like to actually try that yourself at home, feel free to check it out. And lastly, I would love for all of you to check out our latest research report about the coronavirus from our very own scientist and birthday boy for today, Andres Mauricio. Shout out! So check out the link if you would like to look at the wonderful research report that he put out about the coronavirus. So, again, I hope you're all well, all safe, and I look forward to seeing all of you again when school starts. Until then, be good, be kind, and be good to your parents because I know that they're stuck with you for the next few weeks. All right, loud and proud, go Falcons!